go through about 5 topics here, and then we're gonna go to executive session again. About this property development. Anything under zoning tonight?
We need to accept the resignation
Yes,
and the hiring.
yeah, a motion to accept the resignation of zoning inspector Keith Hamilton. He was, unfortunately not be able to finish up the rest of this week, but I wanted to thank everybody for the opportunity. And, so he enjoyed himself and just was looking forward back to be part of the Township.
You wanna make that motion?
So moved.
Second? Vote,
Yes.
yes. And then the second motion would be to hire the, of John Petrosi to fill the position of zoning inspector effective 12/23/24. At a rate of $31.59 per hour.
So moved.
Second, vote?
Yes.
Anything else under zoning?
No, Mr. Chairman.
Road department, we got a roof.
We got a roof. We'll update on the salt barn, yeah, the roof is complete, we're waiting on the asphalt, enclosure around the dumpster. They still need to do the sealant on the concrete. We need to talk about, where they hit the concrete wall with the, their skid steer while they were kind of putting the base in. Scratched it up pretty good, I'm not sure anyone's really seen it other than
So,
Chet.
Mr. Chairman, so basically when they were trying to do some work along the base of the salt barn, the front loader gouged into the side of the salt barn, concrete wall, scraped it all the way down. And the analogy that I told the contractor is that if I was buying a new car from Chad Seacrest over at Jermaine Ford and it came with a scratch all the way from the rear fender all the way to the front, I probably wouldn't be accepting it, that acceptance of that car. So they recognize that we're gonna be asking for something. One of the things that we have talked about is, one, there has to be the initial repair, one. And the road superintendent has reached out to try to get some type of protective coating, kind of like that rhino coating. So to kind of make it look uniform and also provide additional support. And then I would recommend to the board that we also have a structural engineer come in to give his or her stamp of approval to say it wasn't fully damaged in some way, because I don't want to get 2 years down the road. This is all on their dime. It's not on
Yeah, you
ours.
read my mind, now there it is,
Okay.
right?
So that's what we're gonna be requesting is those 3 things, before we issue any other check.
How
To the
high
contract.
off the ground is this?
Yeah, about,
Or if you just put some laminate all the way around, so it looks like it's trimmed out in that way, at least on that wall, so it doesn't look like some big patch job.
that's what
The rhino coat will do.
it's an epoxy paint coating, they'll do it's a 2-part polyurethane, polyray.
But for that, usually they'll fill that with something and then they'll put that rhino coat on. And it's
They'll put
almost
that
like
too.
it's like the stuff that's in a trunk bed or.
If you do your garage floors, it'll
Okay.
be, like
So
the
it'll look
concrete
finished.
paint.
Like it'll look,
It'll look finished,
Uniform finish.
it won't show the repaired crack.
All right,
Because I can't put a big enough picture or hang a big enough picture to cover it up.
I've reached out to, Concrete Flooring Solutions, kind of get their advice on it. They do a lot of these concrete wall repairs. Their normal price is between $550 and $650 a square foot. To have them do it, they'd be looking around 7,700, 8,400. If they do it themselves, they could probably come in quite a bit lower, but we are gonna recommend that they do that. We'll request that they do that.
We'll inform the contractor of that tomorrow week recall this week. Let him know.
Still waiting to hear on the asphalt. It was supposed to start today, but it got pushed back because of the rain. They're hoping to come in later.
Did you get the wall sealed or we're gonna
The
wait
walls
until
have
that?
not been sealed yet.
Okay,
We're still waiting to see when
Yeah.
they're gonna get that done.
Okay.
One of the emails to them today was before they do plan on sealing that, to come in and power wash the concrete floor, get it ready to go before they wanna come in and, spray that sealant on. Needs to go on a clean surface. the tracks from them putting up the structure.
What's the temperature that's needed for that?
About 45.
It's either 40 or 50, somewhere in there.
Every time it's like in that temperature range, it's
It's
raining.
raining.
It's raining, yes.
I mean, tomorrow's 49 and sunny, but it's not gonna get done tomorrow, and then it's like, you know, below 40 for the next 6 days in a row.
Yeah.
All right,
Working on it.
Uh,
Good news.
then on to better business, better news. The Public Works Integrating Committee, met last Friday, December 6th, to review the final recommendations for the LTIP SKIP Awards. At that meeting, it was recommended that they award LTIP funds for our Candlewood project. And they voted to award at that meeting LTIP funds to fund the Candlewood project in the amount of $954,445.
I, okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just, first of all, it was a very good proposal. So, and I and in the county engineer's office
It's fantastic.
put a lot of work into that. Obviously, they did some presentations and we want to thank our friends there, as well, for helping us kind of get through that process. It's not a process that we realize year after year. So, it's a fantastic award. When we get the award letter, then we can officially announce, because that's kind of seals the deal, and then we'll have some paperwork, obviously, to fill out and sign. It's a nice
What is
chunk
the
of
scope?
change.
Yeah, that's fantastic. What's the scope of work that it's doing to cover the whole?
The whole
Having this
project,
set-
it was the Candlewood Drive, Beach Lake, Candlewood Lane, Markland, Mark Haven, curb and gutters, resurface with fiber now.
Honestly, too, that when I talked to Molly before the award, and she said that it is typical for a township to get no more than up to $500,000 for the township to get closer to $1 million and something
Yeah.
else, so.
Yeah, the set aside for LTIP is 500,000. There was just under that, left in the funds for this round. With them funding the whole thing, the next round, it'll be short, the remainder of what.
And when we get that award letter, the chairman will have a letter to sign for the county engineer, thanking him and his team for all the work that they provided to us. So I'll need to sign that.
That's it for that. We'll have more to come later. The invoice is there, the check for the 2024 resurfacing, that resurfacing was approved at the March 18th board meeting, for $215,603.80. So the final cost came in a little lower on that project. And then my last thing, it's not in the agenda, was the leaf season update. We ended up picking up 237 loads this year, 97 in Brookside, 140 in Worthington Hills. Ran the route 11 times, the full route 11 times. There was a few times when time allowed in the week, we went back and hit heavier areas.
you're all done now.
We were all done, boxes are out of the trucks. Setting up for winter.
Did you happen to see, or your crew see, all of the yard waste that's out on the house on Estelle? I don't, it doesn't meet the criteria of leaves, but I don't know if they noticed them or left a door hanger or anything saying that that wasn't gonna get picked up.
Is it yard waste, is it yard waste year round?
Well, this is like they think we're doing chipping.
That's been there all summer. That was, I think
This
Keith
looks
might
like
have,
more, really?
it's been there. It was put
All right.
out a month after.
Well, yeah, I know it's not for us to pick up.
Yeah.
I don't know if they were noticed, and maybe it would have been on Keith's.
That would go through zoning, so
Yeah.
when John gets in on Monday, I'll talk to him about it.
Thank you.
That's all I have.
Thank you.
Fire and EMS,
Nothing to report.
police,
One thing I have is I would like to hire, Rob Barrett, who's a former Columbus officer. I think his Resume was attached in the folder. He's a 33-year veteran of Columbus, retired. He wants to come to us as a reserve. With his prior experience, training and so forth, we're gonna make him a sergeant. He does not want to be paid. And since he's leaving one agency to come to us, there is no cost. It's gonna cost us about $100 to hire him. We have all his equipment. He has the rest. So like a motion to hire him and move to give him an offer letter and start date.
Take a motion that we hire Robert, Barrett as a reserve sergeant.
Oh, go ahead.
So wait a second.
Even Andy did.
Vote,
Yes.
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 One of the things that's not on there, I've been looking into the limited home rule citation. You all approved it in 2012, I believe it is. We need to make a couple adjustments. We worked with Jen Huber. She got us an example from Prairie Township. I think we need a motion, but I'm not 100% sure. I would like to modify it for the final change to match what Jen Huber suggested, and then get it so we can print them. So that way we have them available.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Vote,
Yes.
yes.
A couple things they have, just updates. We had an officer involved in a minor crash. It was not his fault. And the other driver's insurance is taking care of the cruiser. It was minor. He was responding to a call, and unfortunately a driver panicked, didn't know what to do when they saw a cruiser. So, and forced off to take evasive actions into another car. So again, very minor.
And he's okay.
No one is injured. Let's see, we had a couple events over the weekend. We had the Worthington Hills carriage rides, which, everything went well. We had the Santa something at con. And then, the other thing, kind of a note, on Saturday afternoon, we had a drunk individual wandering our property that, our officers had a confrontation with. Everything was good. He was peacefully escorted off property.
This property?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
Too much eggnog.
yeah, it's what we kind of figured too. So,
And you folks are on deck for Sunday for our sleigh rides.
yes. Yep. Always. And that is all I have.
Madam Administrator.
Just a couple of things, all the health, vision and, dental documents have all been sent to the benefit managers. That's all getting set up. There's a couple outstanding issues that a couple of folks are having problems with. Michael and I are working through those. There were 10 people who signed up for the voluntary life, so that's, going to be part of the program. Luke put in the email asking for you folks to review his newsletter, so if you could get that information back to him. It just came out today. And, just a reminder, our Christmas party is Friday, starting at 11:30. That's it.
Can you ask Luke to send that to me?
Fiscal officer.
This motion for approval of payroll and disbursements?
I'll make that motion.
Second. Vote,
Yes.
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 There should be, the 2025 temporary appropriation.
I haven't seen that yet. I didn't see anything from us. Oh, I wonder I haven't seen it yet. Okay, let's add a motion for approval of temporary appropriations for total temporary appropriations of 1.5. 23,000.
We do that next meeting.
What is our deadline for that?
We're gonna do it the next meeting.
Let's do it. the
Well,
next
let's do that next meeting. Yeah.
Okay.
Anything else on the fiscal officer?
No.
All right, let's take about a 2 or 3 minute break and move into executive session pursuant to RC 121.22 G8 of the Ohio Revised Code for the purpose of considering confidential information related to negotiations with other political subdivisions respecting requests for economic development assistance, and such information is directly related to a request for economic development assistance that is to be provided or administered under sections 5709.73 to 5709.75 of the Ohio Revised Code. The executive session is necessary to protect the possible investment of public funds to be made in connection with the economic development project, and to consider the employment of one or more public employees by roll call votes.
Mr. Roper?
Yes.
Mr. Cheney, did you?
Yes.
Yes.
Mr. Rogers?
Yes.
Okay.
Could you read that again? I didn't catch it.
No.